Hey guys, welcome back here, Casper, on a day where the markets are closed. So not a whole lot is happening. Crypto is taking a little bit of a beating, but other than that, extremely stale. Nothing important has happened. And a quick Twitter update here. Again, I'm taking the headphones off here. Roughly like a 10-minute video, just to show you what I have been posting on Twitter or X in the past like 24 hours or so, but also what people are saying that I like and what I have retweeted. So again, if you want to follow my work and become a subscriber, you can do that on Substack or on the YouTube at uselink INV. So yeah. By the way, we have non-farm payroll tomorrow. That is going to be really interesting, in my opinion, because a lot of the charts looks ready on the short term to a big move in either direction. So we shall have a look at the Twitter stuff here. Um, I just released a like an update on that. You can see the charts, and they are just looking extremely tight on the 2 hourly. This is silver. Again, heading into non-farm payroll. The move in either direction will be big. North Star here with the Dow Gold ratio. Slowly, then all of a sudden, capital rotation is very clear on this chart when it takes place. So he has this, roughly 16 level in the ratio. And every time we start to drop below heavily, then, gold will do way better than the Dow Jones or the SPX. This one is the Dow Jones, yeah. And we are at that moment again where we have broken the uptrend, sitting at that support. It doesn't take much from here to have gold heavily outperform um, the Dow Jones um, Industrial. So again, very long term, very clean chart from my good man Kevin there. We have also a chart here from the Dixie, and yeah, the Dixie has been insanely strong for the past very long time. And yeah, even though all fiats they go to zero, but again the Dixie, I mean the dollar is basically the best one out there. You might have the Swiss franc close to it, or they are similar, but I think actually the Swiss franc has done better long term, if I'm not mistaken. But massive pivot high here, coming down, consolidating, breaking to the upside. Most people were expecting, including me, that this one would break down. It didn't. So right now, the Dixie is performing really well. So as of now, the dollar is still king. But it is also a problem for the US economy. A very strong dollar is not what the politicians want. That is for sure. Hedgehog trader here with a very tiny gold stock here, TNR. Again, he's really into all these very small players here. But again, you can see that we have this whole move consolidation, tiny move, and we're potentially getting about to move higher here also for that little start. A chart that I posted it, I think I've had this on the Twitter update as well. If not, again, this is the XLK. So this is tech divided by energy, XLE. Big topping pattern here in 2021, where we broke down here in favor of energy, had a mega run here, and now we are in a very beautiful textbook rising wedge, which should give us yet another leg down in favor of energy compared to the tech. So energy could and should become really great again once we start to break down from here, if we start to break down from there. So interesting. And also with the fact, oil is teasing us with a mega breakout here, sitting just below that 77 on the USD WTI. Short term here, this is silver in world currency units. So it's a bit of a mix between all, currencies that there is. So currently, the market is testing the May 2024 golden trend line, along with the backtest of the blue here. You can see we're backtesting there. So we're having a bullish setup here, but we have broken basically the 2024 downtrend here. So if we can break this wedge here to the upside, make a false breakdown here, and we are resolving that wedge to the upside, and the target would be roughly in the near term, 28. This is wheat by Silverbark, so you can only save, but you can only save, but so much wheat physical replacement will be required to maintain our ability to sustain in this period here. So I'm also in the camp that we are bottoming out here in wheat. It will take some time, but I definitely think this whole move down here is over. We're into a lot of support, and yeah, I believe here that we're going to roll over here and then go higher over the next 3, 4, 5 years for wheat. I did a poll here. Will silver trade above $40 during 2025? The results are in. So roughly 70% of the people think that, yeah, we're going to trade above 40. We are now at 30. That would be a $10 rally or a gain, meaning a 33%, minimum a 33% gain here or move is in for us here in 2025. Bitcoin, again, topping pattern here. We are sitting right now as well, just at that neckline. We have NFP tomorrow, the non-farm payroll. If they surprise in either way, we have a mega breakdown, or we can actually have a move in the other direction as well here. It hasn't broken down yet, but it is definitely lurking there in the shadows for the Bitcoin. Here we have some extremely short term on the silver in the USD on the 2 hourly. So we had that whole hoovering here just above the $2, the $30 level here. And this is the main fractal to look for. This 3-month-old blue falling wedge with a splitter in the middle. And we basically need to break above roughly 31 here to resolve this whole wedge pattern to the upside. Still, in that wedge pattern, so not short-term bullish just yet. Same thing here, Bitcoin, the target roughly 77 upon that break. This is a cool one, actually. This is the gold to silver ratio. We could be close to a confirmation of a false breakout here above that 3-year long support and resistance trend line. So we had 2 times where we tried to break out above the long-term golden trend line here, but also the big horizontal level at 90. Bear flagging here, again, reminder, we have the NFP tomorrow. This could be the point where we're breaking down. Right now, we are really grinding it here, that whole bear flag thing. And this, again, will be good for silver. Vice versa, if we are going to come to the upside, break out again, peaking above again the long-term golden trend line here. Yeah, that will be negative for precious metals. Gold here on the 3-month time frame. So gold has broken out heavily versus inflation. You can see it there, trend line, tag, breakout. Stunningly long-term chart, 50 years in the making. We're breaking out here again, where gold is outperforming inflation, meaning commodities bull market. Yeah, gold is setting to outperform inflation in a period where inflation will be high. So again, gold inflation just increased here, rates just increased here heavily over 10 years, and gold did extremely well from like $40 to like almost 1,000 here. I think 800 was the high. And now we're breaking again. So you will have higher inflation, you will have higher rates, and you will have a lot higher gold prices. On top of this one here, you can actually see the silver chart. Again, this is yearly, 1 monthly closes, but you can see that silver is basically tracking this whole ratio, the gold to inflation ratio. That is what silver is tracking. And gold has broken out and is about to outperform inflation by a matter of 7x. And silver will, follow that path. Beautiful. USD WTI on the daily, internal breakout here testing. Again, 77 roughly. That is the big one for me. Because at that point in time, we will break a 4-year triangle to the upside. I found this one here. This is basically gold, where you measure the distance to the 200 daily moving average. And funnily enough, the high in 2024 was at a point where we were roughly $420 above that 200 daily moving average. Same thing in 2020 and same thing in 2011. Remarkable. And also we were a bit higher, but very close to that 420 distance above the 200 daily moving average back in 2000, excuse me, 980. So that seems to be, massive resistance. But if gold is going to go on a tear, we could be breaking that resistance and have a huge momentum breakout where gold will go on a rampage. This was silver, that whole squeeze. We had a Bollinger Band squeeze, but I think we actually closed back in again. Again, waiting for the non-farm payroll, I think. Which way does it going to be here for silver? I think that was all for the day. I don't have much more. No, I think this is good. We will keep it at that, really. So, again, see you tomorrow, guys, on the last trading day of week 2 already in 2025. Cheers, guys. Bye.